Okay, this is Dr. Charles Karuku. What is a dream? Let me show it to you. The Bible tells us very clearly what a dream is. The Bible says in the book of Job, chapter 33 and verse 14, the Bible says, "Indeed God speaks once or twice, yet no one notices it. In a dream, a vision of the night, when sound sleep falls on men, while they slumber in their beds, he opens the ears of men and seals their instruction, that he may turn men aside from his conduct and keep men from pride. He keeps back his soul from the pit and his life from passing over into Sheol. Man is also chastened with pain on his bed and with unceasing complaint in his bones." And on. Job talks about what a dream is. A dream is God opening your ears at night and sealing instructions in you to protect you, to preserve you, to advise you for some awesome importance in your life. He comes in and he gives you awesome instructions and helps you understand what is complicated. In fact, most of the time I've learned to just pray and go to bed and wait for a dream. And it does not happen all the time like that, but most of the time I end up getting what I want. I just go, wait on the Lord, pray. If I don't hear anything, I will be watching for my dreams. And this has been a beautiful experience for me, that I can expect God to fellowship with me through dreams. So when you go to sleep and the deep sleep comes, what happens is your body is separated from your spirit, in terms of your body is no longer interrupted by the phone, by bathroom, by other things, and your body is completely at rest, almost equivalent to death. And so God can visit you in the spirit realm and your body will not be on the way to interrupt it. And so again, your spirit begins to fellowship spirit to spirit with God without the body being in the play. And as a result, God is able to do a lot of things that your flesh is not able to come between. You see, the reason why we don't get a lot of encounters in the natural is because this flesh comes and gets on the way, and we are not able to experience the fullness of this fellowship we have with God. But when you are walking with God and you are dreaming in the dream realm, you're asleep and your spirit is still awake and alert and in contact with the Lord, there's a lot of fellowship that happens there. So during dreams, great things happen. Prophetic ministry can come. God can heal you. You see, there's someone I remember who was giving a story of how the Lord came to them in a dream. They had a dream and they were sick in their body, and they had a dream that they went through surgery. They had a dream where they saw themselves going through surgery. Waking up, they were healed, totally healed. Why? Because during the dream, there was an encounter with God and God came and healed them. These are some of the isolated testimonies we get to hear when we teach on this subject. A lot of people begin dreaming and things just begin going crazy everywhere. You don't know what God would do. It's a young man in our church, a very wonderful part of our team here. And what he did, he was in the middle of decision to buy a home. And I appeared to him in a dream and I said, "Go buy the home." And he took that very seriously, and he went and submitted an offer for the home, a very beautiful home, several thousands of square feet, wonderful home. And God gave him the home miraculously. And it was like, among all the people who offered for the home, his offer was taken. And this is very, very special because, again, it was in a dream encounter that these things happened. I remember someone who was leaving our church came to my dream and they told me in the dream, we are leaving the church and this is why. And we had a very good conversation in the dream. And when I woke up, they were actually planning to leave the church. They never talked to me, but the very things that I saw in the dream were the very things that they were speaking and saying to me and to my wife when we were sending them away. Now, these are some of the things that have happened in dreams. And God opens our ears to seal some instructions. What is a dream? A dream is a visitation from the Lord. And I believe dreams are real events that have taken place in the realm of the Spirit. Real events. These are not fake things and spooky things. Dreams from God are real events that take place in the spirit realm. I'm going to show this to you from the book of 1 Kings chapter 3 verse 1. 1 Kings chapter number 3 and verse number 1. It says, Then Solomon formed a marriage alliance with the Pharaoh's king of Egypt and took Pharaoh's daughter and brought her to the city of David until he had finished building his own house and the house of the Lord and the wall around Jerusalem. And And verse 3 says, Now Solomon loved the Lord, walking in the statutes of his father David, except he sacrificed and burnt incense on high places. The king went to Gibeon to sacrifice there, for that was the great high place. Solomon had offered 1,000 burnt offerings on that altar. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared. Listen to this. In Gibeon, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream at night and said, Ask what you wish me to give you. God appeared to Solomon in a dream. So this was an actual event. It took place, and God himself appeared to Solomon in the dream. So dream from God can be an appearance from God himself. And this is when God asked him, What do you want? Give me a wish, anything you want. And Solomon asked for the spirit of wisdom. And God said, Because you have done that, I will give you understanding, the spirit of understanding. And it was very pleasing to the Lord in verse 10 that Solomon had asked this thing. God said to him, Because you have asked this thing and have not asked for yourself long life, nor have asked for riches for yourself, nor have asked for the life of your enemies, but have asked for yourself discernment to understand justice. Behold, I have done according to your words. Behold, I have given you a wise, discerning heart, so that there has not been no one in you before you, nor shall anyone like you arise after you. I have also given you what you have not asked, both riches and honor, so that there will be no one among the kings like you all your days. And on and on and on, God gave him wisdom, God gave him wealth, God gave him a discerning heart, God gave him all these promises that he said, and he put a condition on them. He said, But you must walk in my ways. So a dream is an actual event that takes place. And I want to be persuaded in my spirit, and I want to lay this to you, that a dream can actually be an event that took place in the realm of the spirit. When you're asleep, God comes and he begins to take you into the realm of the spirit. So in a dream, God can transport you into the spiritual realm, out of body experience, and begin to deal with you. When Solomon woke up, he said, Behold, it was just a dream. But he was educated in the knowledge of dreams and dream interpretation. He took it very seriously, and he decided, I will follow through this dream and activate it. And he became literally the wealthiest man in the world, and the wealthiest man that has ever lived. He made gold look like dust on the streets of Jerusalem. God had given him so much wisdom. He had so much wisdom, he could separate and offer justice in a situation where two prostitutes contending over the baby that was alive. He offered such incredible wisdom from God to help separate them and find the real mother of the baby. Without using DNA or any technology, he used wisdom of God and was able to come up with very creative solutions. This is the wisdom that comes through dreams, actual events that took place in the spirit realm. The dreams of Joseph were actual events. He dreamt his brothers, his father, his mother bowing to him. It came to pass as he saw it, because these are actual events that take place in the spiritual realm, and God allows us to see them. And so there are three kinds of dreams, and I'm going to come back to show you those three kinds of dreams so that you can know these three kinds of dreams. And then I'll keep sharing with you about dreams and how to interpret them, but I'm just giving you a little more foundation so that you can have an understanding of this subject of dreams. The more you get this, the more you begin dreaming. And the more you become a better dreamer and a better steward of dreams, the more God will entrust you with the dreams. So I'll be right back to show you the three kinds of dreams.